Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in St. Joseph, Missouri for one of our last adventures here, and I'm so sad that we're going to be leaving because there's so many incredible things that we have found. However, Collie and I have a mission. We are going to be doing a lot of cool things on this adventure journey, but today specifically we are going to be doing some geocaching. So I'm very happy about this because Collie and I have never geocached before, and I thought I was going to be teaching her how to geocache, but she's been watching and she's already learned. So now it's time for us to implement it and see what kind of competition we can have. Are you guys ready? There's a geocache right around the corner and we're going to get started. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to be fun. Oh, Collie!
Yes, dear.
So you have trinkets with you.
Yes, I do.
I do too. And you've already got the Geocache app pulled up. And
yes, I did. Well, I did.
It's like right around this corner, you
Yes,
said?
I do believe it's just right around this corner.
Okay.
And it's in a parking lot.
Okay, so it's gonna look like kind of like this. So notice there's not a whole lot of random things here that it could be in, but this isn't the right parking lot. So we're gonna get in our vans, we're gonna drive around, we're gonna find geocache number 1. Okay, I'm getting in Collie's van for this one because we're so close, and ooh, we get to ride in a passenger seat. Fancy, because you know, I don't have a passenger seat, so this is a different experience. And even when I ride with like Riley, I have to sit in the back seat. So I get to sit like a regular civilized human today. That's gonna be so fun. So it is nice to not have to drive for a minute. So Collie has us covered. Both of us are thinking it's in this post over here, and I bet it's either attached to with a magnetic or it's a liftable. It looks like there's a little flap that's kind of messed up, so maybe it's in there. Okay, so with this one, I didn't look at the clue or anything. We just kind of figured it was in a parking lot. So there's only so many options for a parking lot. Now it does say that because this is a crowded place, not to let the muggles see us. So I don't see any muggles. Do you see any muggles? I see no muggles. So we're gonna find this. Also, because it's where I think it is, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's gonna be big enough for us to put a cache in it, but it might be. It might fool us, you know? So both of us think it's here. There's two options. There's this little flapping flap because it's flapping. Or it could be in the box itself, because sometimes the box lifts. The box lifts, and I see a cache.
And I see a pin.
Okay, so we found it. Cache number 1. Teamwork makes the dream work. And so this one is small, so we can't leave any trinkets, but we can sign the log and log it onto our geocache, which leaves us with a new cache. And our first cache is friends. Oh, oh no, oh no. Okay, so it does have just like the little bitty log in here. And so, yeah, it looks like it's been found several times. This is perfect. Now this one's fun because it's on the college campus. And if you come to this college campus, they have a Walter Cronkite Memorial that is absolutely amazing here. I really highly recommend it. They also have some really neat statues around campus that you can check out. And so it's a really fun, just easy geocache. I had a good time on this one. So now it's time to go back to the van, get in, and we're gonna find our next one. I'm not sure where that's gonna take us, but I'm sure it'll give us a grand tour of the town. I said we were gonna go back to the van, but there's one like literally right behind us. We pulled up the map, and when we pulled it up based on where we are, it showed us some more. Now I do have the paid app. So on the paid app, it does give you a few extra caches. If you have the free app, it shows you tons of them. However, because I have the paid one, it shows me more. So whenever I got close to it, it popped up. This is a favorited one, which means that people have hearted it and said that they liked this one. It was unique, it was different, it was special. So we're about to find out what 111 people have marked as one of their favorite geocaches. It says that it's something about you've got mail. I'm intrigued. I'm super intrigued. Okay, so we're about to go up here and we're gonna turn on the road, which I think is this road. I'm almost positive it's this road. And then we're gonna go up here just a little bit. Okay, we're visitors. If it takes us more than 30 minutes, send a search mission for us. Okay, so this one is at the Department of Conservation. So it should be pretty interesting. It says you've got mail. Now there's two different places that I can see that it might be. There's a physical mailbox and then there's another box over to the side. So we're gonna pull up the app, see which one makes the most logical sense. They had the option of this. It's a regular size though. So we're thinking it's probably actually this one, and it would make more sense because it's cute and different. So we're trying to make our way over here. There is a bird hanging out on our possible cache connection though. Hi little bird, how are you buddy?
We're not sure.
This is cool. It has a little flag, and it has a scan for points. You found me. Oh my gosh, this is also a Munzie stop. So this is a Munzie as well as a geocache. Now, the question is, can we get into it? Because it has a lock on this side. This could be interesting. I may have to read a few clues, but I think we have indeed found it.
It's got a lock on this side too.
Okay, so let's look at the app and pull it up. And because Collie doesn't have this one on hers, I'm gonna have to rely on my paid geocache app. Okay, Collie and I are trying to solve this, and it has these little things on here, and so it could be any number of things. There's so many combinations, so you have to solve the combination. Collie is trying to solve the number combination on this side, and our clue is the first one is one less than the last one, so she's trying to figure that out. There are so many combos though, so we're gonna have to like potentially keep going with this, and Collie is trying. She's trying. I'm gonna read through our hints while Collie keeps trying numbers, see if there's any other hints that we could use. Well guys, I got it off. I'm not gonna show you what the code was because that's cheating and you guys got to come out here and find it, but I finally figured it out through trial and error. So I'm gonna take this off. Maybe it's hard to do this without showing you guys what's inside, and Collie's gonna help me with the grand reveal of what we have found. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy. This is one of the cooler ones. Look at this. Oh, this is so neat. A spell, a famous address, use black letters. Oh no, we're not done yet. We are not done. Take these letters to spell a famous address, use black letters in order for the final lock combo. So we have to go to the other side now with these letters. Okay, so we need to take these letters and we need to find the combination. So we can put the letters somewhere maybe. I don't know. We'll figure this out. Oh wow, we have a lot of letters here. This is going to be a lot of options.
Did it say something? It said something about the black letters.
The black letters on here.
So we've got G.
It says to spell a famous address, use black letters. A famous address. Okay, a famous address. Take these letters to spell a famous address. Use black letters in order for final lock combo. Okay, we can set this. That's a good place for it. Here we go. So it's supposed to be a famous address. Oh, did you get it?
I got it.
Good job. Teamwork makes the dream work, man. Oh, this is so neat.
Hello.
Okay, so now Collie gets to open it up, and they have swag in here, so that means we get to get some swag. And then it looks like they have a little logbook. So we'll sign the logbook, we'll log it on the app, and then we'll lock everything back up. We'll change the letters so that somebody else can come out here and find it, and we'll put something in here first. Oh, this is so fun. This is definitely one of the more interesting ones that we have found. Since I don't have my geocaches, I'm gonna borrow one of Collie's. I left them in the van because I thought we were gonna go back, and then we ended up finding this one. I'm gonna get this Kurt Cobain because it reminds me of one of my trips that I took in the PNW where we went to the Kurt Cobain Bridge. It reminds me of the Pop Culture Museum where they have an excellent display of all of the 90s rock people, including Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. So Collie and I are so excited. Do 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 do. Collie gave me a dinosaur to put in here, and she has Rubber Ducky. You're the one. Leaving it like we found it. Again, we're gonna make sure you guys can't see what's on these locks. So I'm gonna wiggle it around a little bit. Collie's gonna wiggle around the other one, and then guess what? This was one of my favorites that we found. This one was so cool. We got it back in place, and the man who came out here and was talking to us, he actually said there's some cool stuff inside. I see something kind of in this direction also that looks like a sign. So we're gonna go explore a little bit while we're here. That's the best part of geocaching, is you don't just get out and do the geocache, you also get to see an area that you might not be as familiar with. As we're moving around, there's a little, looks like, trail out here. Now, the man inside did say that this is used partially by the conservation area and partially by the college, and they use it for like different conservation efforts, but also to educate. And I think that that is absolutely epic. This is a dedication to William Bill Bennett. He was an outdoor writer and dedicated conservationist, and it says here that he was gone far too soon, so they wanted to honor him here. And this is a perfect place. It's absolutely beautiful. It's in this treed, wooded area, again, with a little trail that goes down, some benches on this side, and then in this direction there is that lecture area that we were speaking of. So just always check out the signs. You never know what you're going to find. This is a beautiful way to honor someone who worked in this particular element in a place that probably meant a lot to him. Okay, we're going inside to go pick up some information because they said they have some in here. They used to have some animals and things, but now it's just more so a few light educational pieces. Now they do have a few things though, like these turkeys. And they have these little boxes that are pretty fascinating, little bird and squirrel boxes. And these are from Eagle Scouts locally. It also gives you an opportunity to learn about some of the conservation, not only inside, but also out here. That's pretty neat. This is neat. He was right. There's so many cool things in here. I think I'm just gonna show you guys around a little bit. Probably won't talk about too much, but I'll show you what they have to offer so you can come here and learn. And then we're gonna pick up a few things before we head out. We picked up a few interesting things, including some things that we could identify the birds and the trees with, and these were absolutely free. So this is a great resource if you are coming here to do the geocache, to also find out a little bit more about the area. Are we happy with this? Absolutely. Were we intrigued by the geocache? Yes. Are we off to the next one? Sure. Are we gonna find another one? I hope so. Okay, I'm back in my van and Collie and I are gonna drive to the next ones. They're a little bit away from the campus that we were currently on. So we have some ideas. There's several in this area, as you could see earlier, and there are two different directions that we can go in. So I think we're gonna go to this one location that has two down a single road, and then we're gonna make our choices as to where we're gonna go next. This one seems to be a little bit easier. So after that long and difficult one, we needed a little bit of a break. Because that took a lot of brain wrinkles and just went bloop. Now it's like a smooth brain moment. So we're gonna try to get it together and figure it out. So I'm really excited. I cannot wait to find this next one. We're just kind of working as a collaborative versus as a competition today, and that has been so fun. Like sometimes it's fun to compete and sometimes it's fun to collaborate and just, you know? It's been raining quite a bit here, so a lot of things are super overgrown, and there hasn't been any maintenance on the roadway, like in the super fuzzy area. We kind of came down this road to look for two different geocaches. The first one, it looked super grown up. Kind of came down to where it dead ends because it says it's at the end of the road. The problem is, I'm pretty sure it is in this direction, and let me show you what this looks like. This is really scrubby and really tall. So this is supposed to be a pretty small one, so this could be very difficult. And I have a policy because in Texas, if it's grown up like this, you can A, have leaves of 3, which I have to let them be, or B, there's the sneaky Mr. No Shoulders, and I don't do that. So I'm gonna see if it is in fact in here. I'm gonna pull up the app and we're gonna look, and if it is, I think we're just gonna pass on these because I don't want Collie to have to A, see me run like Usain Bolt, and B, I don't want Collie to have to navigate through this and get possibly into some weirdness. We lined up with it and it's like right through here, but again, you can see overgrown. There's like a bunch of branches that are down. This is a small, so it's not big at all. So going in here would just be navigating through a lot. In these cases, sometimes you just can't find something. That's okay. We're not even gonna mark this as do not find because we didn't even search. Always safety first.
Always.
We're not doing that. Okay guys, since that one didn't work, we came and we did a couple of other errands. We picked up some water. We also went and made sure that we got some groceries and things like that because tomorrow we're heading out of this area, and so we needed to be prepared. But now we are back to caching, and we have one stop that has 4 caches within the same parking lot. So I'm gonna lead the way. We're gonna go down just about 2 blocks from here. 4 in this parking lot. One of them in the parking lot is back in this area. It is pretty overgrown, and the GPS is kind of navigating us kind of wonky. So we found a place over here that Collie said, I'm pretty sure it might be over here. When I walked over in this direction, it said we were a little further away than where Collie is standing over here. However, I'm gonna pull up the hint to see if we can get some clues. Hint is, are you stumped? So yeah, we're pretty sure this is it. Okay, so Collie just learned about tree poking. We're pretty sure it's like right up here. Oh, is there a hole in the stump? It looks kind of like there might be.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna stick my fingers in there.
No, I don't want you to. So we know it's here because this is the clue. So we know it is here. It's a very small one. I'm pretty sure it's just like right in there, but we're being cautious. You know, again, safety matters. We know where it is. It's right there. we can see kind of where it is. It's also kind of, again, overgrown because there have been so much rain. So this would be one that if it was fall would be a great one to come and find, just because during fall it wouldn't be just like but don't put your hands in places you shouldn't, people. The thing about this is Mr. Missouri Pirate, who has placed most of the caches we have found today, or Mrs. Missouri Pirate, I guess it could be either, has asked not only for permission to place each one of them and told you who gave permission on the app, which makes it great because now you know that it is officially something you can look for, but also there's a couple of other interesting things. There's a story behind each one of these. Now this one, he said, was actually on a old junkyard that then, as the city began to move, started to become prime real estate. And now, because it is prime real estate, they have all of these stores. We're right behind a Hy-Vee. There are really nice apartments, it looks like, on the other side of this. There is some kind of like building that has a nice business over here. We have several additional businesses right in front of us. And so this became a very popular place. So it's really cool to see how he has taken the time to not only get permission to use these properties, but also to include us in the overall story. Now, again, we mentioned there is a superhero series where each of them is called a different superhero. There's a game series where there are games that are your common games that you like to play. Like a while ago, Collie and I found one that was called Clue on the map. It was really cool. There was another one that I think we're gonna find here that's a part of that game series. He has a Jesse James series, and he's a Pie for Pie Day series. So really cool stuff.
Most of these are on the paid app. I have the free app, and I've only got access to one out of the 6 or 8 that we've found so far.
Which is the only sad thing, but it does give you a start to get going. And the nice thing is, because she has found these, she could technically, if she gets the paid app, go and update it to show, I found these. We're both optimistic that we will find at least one more to wrap up today.
Yes, we will.
At least. With that, we just have to drive to the front of the parking lot, and we're gonna hope that we can find this one. Now this one is called Pole Sitting because it's named after NASCAR. Again, super creative. I really like the stories with each and every one of these. This one's an easy grab, I think. This one's gonna be another one that's in a light pole, I believe. I'm pretty sure that we know where it is. We pulled right up next to it, and we should be able to just tag it and keep going. See Collie's van? That pole right there. Ready for it. Oh, I don't see it. It's not here. Did it come out? Did somebody take it out? He said that it kept getting stolen, so I wonder if it got stolen again.
Oh no.
Oh, it wasn't in the thing, but Collie found it. Good job, Collie. So Collie and I are now going to go a little bit further down in this parking lot. Clue on this one is sign. However, we looked at the findings of this one. It was found just a couple days ago. The interesting thing is some of the clues that are left in the comments by people kind of lead us to believe that it is a clever way to hide something and that some people mistook it for trash. So here we go again. We're just driving right over. This has been so fun, like literally so fun. In all the geocaching that I've done, I've never been to a community where the same person has placed this many of them and clearly is just having such a good time with it. It has made it a permagrin kind of day, and that is so great. Not to mention, as we're doing this, the temperature started out like cooler today, then it got pretty warm, and now it's getting overcast again. So this has given us a way to just have a cool activity to do on a day that otherwise is kind of up and down. We're pretty sure that it's over at this sign area, so we're just trying to like make our way through. There is a tip also that says that if you're coming in from this direction that there's a sidewalk, but also again he has permission to put it here, so I'm sure they're not too upset if people park in this big huge lot and walk over. Okay, so we're looking, it says sign, it doesn't say which side of the sign. There's nothing on this side, so we're thinking it's probably in here. It's probably a container that looked like trash. Collie found something that's definitely a piece
trash.
of an old sign. Okay, what about this thing? Is that just a piece of trash?
Yeah, that's just a piece of trash.
Okay, they said it was kind of clever. So this is where we get into the gray area, literally the gray. This little piece is not attached. Everything else is attached. We're wondering if it might be behind that, but also we don't want to like mess anything up. So we are first investigating the obvious, which could be the bushes. Like looking inside to see if we see anything. There's a lot of different little holes in the little bushes. I do see an opening back here, but also doesn't appear to be the geocache, I don't think. The clues on this one I think are throwing us off a little bit more because some people are saying it kind of looks like trash, but there is actual trash here. So we like went through that We looked inside the bushes, we couldn't find it. So I don't know, I'm not sure on this one. We may have to just not on this one. Oh, that's such a letdown, because this one probably is pretty cool based on what it's saying, but there's some people who've been out here numerous times and haven't found it, so I don't know. We looked in though, and this bush looks pretty beat up in comparison, so we thought maybe it was on that side. But the more that we look, the more that just looks like it's been beat up by like landscaping. The stones that are in here, we thought maybe that was an indicator. We don't want to move things that are the actual landscaping. That's the thing. You're not supposed to mess with the actual structures around. You can only find the caches. So we tried all these little pieces. It was not. So we're not sure. There's a crack back here, but again, that goes to the actual sign. And I kind of peeled it back because it's open. I didn't see anything inside of it. So I'm not sure on this one. It was a bummer because we tried everything. We don't like to leave without finding it, but sometimes you just have to kind of like walk away, get a fresh set of eyes and go back. Yeah. One is called Blockus, and this is named after a game, and the clue here is don't screw this up, you would be nuts if you did. So it's kind of a fun one. I really like that. That means it's probably on the rail somewhere and it's probably magnetic. Okay, so screws and bolts were the clues. It's gonna be kind of in this area, so I'm thinking somewhere in here or possibly another one of these little posts, and it's probably magnetic. Okay, we're gonna look under with our phone because that helps sometimes if you can see under the arc. This is a good tip, and I don't see it. One of the people said this was the first place and the 20th place that they had looked, and so it's kind of obvious but not obvious. And so the place that's super obvious is like this section right here. The problem is we can't find it. We have tried twisting, we have tried wiggling, we have tried looking, we have tried taking our phone and going under the rail on all sides, not finding it. Not sure. That's not good. That's not good. I don't like it when we don't find the things, and neither does Collie, so we're both hard-headed about it, but at the same time, like,
Gives us brain wrinkles.
stumped. Last but not least, we are here. We drove down this really nice community area. There's lots of beautiful landscaping along the location here. Now, the question is, are we gonna find it though? I just don't know. I'm feeling less optimistic each time that we do this, but at the same time, it's really fun, so it's okay. Pretty sure it's this little thing right here. Now, the thing is, we have to figure out how to open it. Now, there is a clue as to how to open it here. It says that we might have to use a gadget, and we have to push and then use the gadget to get it to release. Oh gosh, this is a weird angle. Maybe while we push. So close, yet so far away. And everybody said it was harder to open than it was to find, and we found it immediately. But getting it to open, oh my goodness. It also says some people needed to use the tool of the trade, so I had a Starbucks card. They recommended like a debit or credit card. I wouldn't put a debit or credit card in there because guess what? No, because what if it breaks? That'd be bad. I'm in Missouri. So I have this card. I also have another card that I could pull out maybe, so we'll keep trying. Okay, Collie's giving it a shot too. You just have to find the trigger latch. Like, it's in there. We can't figure out where it is. It clearly moves. We just have to find the actual latch.
Funny, because usually it's me. But this time Bunny is the one that jumped because of the spider.
We figured it out. I'm not gonna tell you how we did it because we had to work really hard for this. But just know, it is not physically possible to open this unless you have a tool of the trade. We got a log to sign, and then in case you missed it, there was a little treat in there for you. You happen to be at like eye level with it, and you're down in the crouched down position, and you've been struggling for a couple minutes, and you're just tired. Just know that even though you jumped, you can't jump up and run. You just can't. It doesn't work that way. I just bolted like I was gonna do something. Like, let me just say this, if there would have been an actual heebie-jeebie in there, I would have been gone. So that's gonna do it for us with the geocaching. We are ending on this positive, which was kind of a positive and a good laugh, let me just say. This is definitely one that I favorited also, because anything that can make me feel like I need to bolt out of my skin just for the fun of it. And that took that long. This guy who is putting these out, whoever you are, thank you. Okay, and with that said, we are going to wrap up our geocaching. This has been a great day. I have thoroughly enjoyed this entire area. Now, if you are ever in St. Joe or St. Joseph, please take some time to geocache. There's tons of great things to do in this community as a whole. We went to several neat places, but just going around and geocaching, an absolute free adventure, kept us entertained, to say the least. I have had a blast, and whoever you are out there, Mo Pirate, man, woman, child, whoever, you're a creative genius. We really thoroughly were entertained, and there are so many more that have been placed, so we left plenty for you guys. Until next time, remember, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. Bye.